tonight. Let me thank the many hundreds of people, or in the overflow room, and the hundreds of people who couldn't get in at all. This is a fantastic turnout, and I appreciate your presence here very much.
Love you, Barney!
We have just begun and entered into a new year. And we have the opportunity, as Mike said, and as Mary said, and as Simone said, we have the opportunity during this year to do something absolutely extraordinary. And that is not just elect a president, but more importantly, wage a political revolution and to transform this country and make it the kind of country, Mary said, that we know we have the potential to be. That's what this Now, somewhere in America now, where we are assembled here, there are small numbers of people who sit around some mansion. Guys are millionaires and billionaires. They contribute huge sums of money to the candidates of their choice. And these people think just because they're wealthy and just because they are powerful, they think they have the God-given right to run this country. And tonight we are telling them that ain't the case. Not just here in Worcester, not in Amherst earlier this afternoon. We are seeing all over this country, millions of people beginning to stand up and they say, you know what, we are a great nation. But something is fundamentally wrong when so few have so much and so many have so little. The political revolution is about is essentially transforming American politics so that millions of people come together, black and white, Latino and Asian American, gay and straight, people who were born in this country and people who immigrated to this country, men and women, saying that we're not going to allow Donald Trump and these other people to divide us up. Which is to divide the people up so the rich get richer and everybody else gets poor. Our message is that we're going to stand together. No, we're not going to hate Latinos. No, we're not going to hate Muslims. We are going to stand together and create an economy and a society that works for all of us. Take just a few minutes to tell you a little bit about myself. I was born in Brooklyn, New York. And I grew up in a 3.5-room rent-controlled apartment. My father came to this country from Poland without a nickel in his pocket, and he never made much money. And the first and most fundamental economics lesson that I learned what it was like to grow up in a family that had to struggle economically every day. And that is a lesson that I have never forgotten and never will forget. What this campaign is about is to talk about issues that media very often does not choose to talk about for obvious reasons. What this campaign is about is for us to determine what the issues are, not some billionaire corporation. Of what the issues are. Last week I was in Nevada and I saw a woman in her early 30s. She has a kid 5 years of age. She's a single mom. She makes $10.45 an hour and she's paying off her student debt. This campaign is about supporting her and not letting her continue to live in fear and desperation. This campaign is about hundreds of thousands of bright young people who have done well in high school, who have the qualifications and the desire to get a higher education, but they can't do that because their families lack the money. This campaign is about them. This campaign is about hundreds of thousands of men and women who came back from Iraq and Afghanistan and put their lives on the line to defend us, but then came back with post-traumatic stress disorder or traumatic brain injury. This campaign is about making sure that we do everything possible to help them. This campaign is about senior citizens in my state and all over this country who are trying to get by on $12,000, $13,000 a year Social Security, and then they hear a Republican say, that's too much, we got to cut Social Security. But this campaign is about many of those seniors who can't afford prescription drugs and literally cut their pills in half in order to get the medicine they need, heat their homes in the wintertime, to buy the food they need. This campaign is about saying that all of the seniors, all of the veterans in this country are going to get the benefits they deserve and the benefits